You have the choice. If you have books to read, then they can awaken you. If you don't have books to read, you have to find a means to awaken yourself. How to create within yourself enough excitement so that every sentence can be finished with an exclamation mark. Takes a lot of coffee. That gets the adrenaline popping. It can be a deadline, some fierce dread, bills coming due, a problem with someone. All of those things that you can't solve them right at the moment, you've got to either deal with them or escape from them. The ability to shut off all of these ringing alarm bells that are in your head. I use a technique of a piece of paper, and I'll sit down with a piece of paper in front of me. And before long it'll turn into some kind of a list or a series of lists or a series of diagrams or drawings. And I'll just end up going discursively in my mind over this part of a subject. Another part here, another part here, another part here. Make a note about that, make a note about that. Yes, I got to remember that. But that's a process of quieting my mind down to where I truly am empty of thought. Because when I'm totally empty of all those other distracting thoughts, then I can take the will or the need that I have and turn it on to something. And now all that other world that is pushed away. It's no longer, there's no longer any ringing alarm bells. What my mind is thinking about relates to this project, to the business of the project, to the people involved in the project, to the shape of the project, to the look of things, to a lot of it is rereading things to get re-energized, because you can do that yourself. I think almost anyone who might see this is perfectly capable, if they were really to think about it, trying to do it, of sitting down with a book or a story by some author that they really admire, that they've read before, that they like, read about 3 pages of this author's work, and then just try to write a typed page that sounds like him. And it's like makeup. Even if you know where the story is going, use some of the elements that are in his story, but try to maintain his tone of voice, because you will find that it's not that hard to do. That each writer has a signature, that if he's really truly being himself, he has somehow put himself, his ideas, his feelings into the work. If he may often pretend not to make moral judgments while he's talking about the activities of a very bad person, but the more braver he is, the more he's ready to condemn that part of his creation's behavior, and in effect draw back from it and say, I'm not him, I'm bigger than him. And this thinkingness of focusing the mind upon the idea that you hope to make your story out of. We are running out of time here. Thank you very, very much. Plenty of other things happening.